As Pro reported earlier today on his channel from a source that had come to us over the last year about how Disney's merchandise sales, they're staring down the barrel, folks, of perhaps the worst Christmas they've had in over a decade.
12 years.
12 years. Okay. I couldn't remember. I think it was 11 or 12, 13 years.
As a percentage of toys sold that are licensed from Disney.
Yeah. Their market share is shrinking. And when you consider, I think what Pro, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a matter of the number of units, the different units that Disney has out in the marketplace for the sales that they will get from them. It's not like, okay, we're going to make one My Little Pony thing and that'll sell X number of units. Disney has 1,000 different little toys out there for Christmas. And as a whole, as a per capita ratio, they're looking at the worst Christmas they've had in 12 years.
Yeah, let me make this really simple. So the way that inflation has worked, it'd be almost impossible for companies to have the worst year ever in terms of just gross numbers, because inflation has lifted those numbers so that you'll have your best year ever for most, not all. But the more meaningful thing to look at is retail space. And in terms of what the big box retailers are giving to Disney licensed products, this is their worst year, according to the source, in 12 years. So very long
outside
time.
of Lego, right?
Well, I'm not sure about the Lego,
okay.
but no, my thinking here, John, would be that includes the Lego stuff, because we're not talking about sales. We're talking about retail presence. So units within a big box retailer. We're talking about Walmart. We're talking about Target. We're talking about Costco, etc.
I'll be honest, just like from a consumer standpoint, looking at the Lego stuff, I'm actually really surprised that they don't try and bring out some of their old school stuff that is their own stuff. That's the stuff that I really remember playing, like the Medieval Knights and stuff like that. I'm surprised that it actually isn't bringing up more. Because when I was looking through, like when I was walk through the aisle there, it's just kind of, I was a little surprised about the lack of variety on it. They mainly just had like one little police unit, a boat unit, and then there was just like some other kind of generic things. And I was just like, where's the cool stuff that I played with as a kid? Where's the dragons and the horses and the knights and the hot rods and stuff like that?
Yeah, and I mean, this is Marvel's problem on the screen here that we're looking at, and that's the next bad thing. Oh, Reina, you're still muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. That was totally my fault. I was going to say, just tongue in cheek, the dragons I see in the Harry Potter like Lego sets, and you'll kind of see the dragons there. And I think I just saw an advertisement that they're bringing some of the Animal Crossing characters into Lego. So yeah, I get what you're talking about, like the old school Lego sets that they used to have. Yeah.
Because that was before they were doing a lot of the branded stuff. It was just, that was what Lego was. It was their own kind of classic things that they created.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they want to continue down that road, but they can still license in IPs, but Lego is going to be much more judicious with what they select to invest their capital and their time into developing. So like Lego has made it abundantly clear, as I mentioned earlier. Walk down your local Target stores, toy and Lego aisle, walk down Walmart's toy and Lego aisle. Look at the Star Wars stuff they have. It's all OG. It's Millennium Falcon, it's Death Star, it's Luke, Han, Leia, it's Trench Run with an X-Wing or an X-Wing itself. It's everything about it is real Star Wars. There are no AT-ATs and all that kind of stuff. They're not producing anything virtually for the new stuff. I have seen a couple of things peppered in because maybe Disney, kind of like they did with some of the other manufacturing partners, kind of forced them into a corner saying, look, if you still want to keep this license for all this stuff that's really selling, we need you to produce a couple of things like this. What's on the screen? Captain Marvel, right? Does anybody expect Captain Marvel to be a big seller? We got Halloween coming up. Let me ask you all this. I'm going to go around the table. We got Halloween coming up.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, you do, because I've been looking. I've been doing research now for the last couple of weeks. John, we'll start with you, then Lorena, then Pro. I want to know, what do y'all think? I'm going to leave it open-ended. What do y'all think little girls are going to be showing up in?
Oh, come on, make it harder than that. We all know the answer to this one. Give us something more difficult. Come on.
I want to know. What do y'all expect? What are y'all seeing? You know, what are girls going to show up wearing them for Halloween when they come trick-or-treating at your door?
You might as well just play Aqua on your front porch when you're giving out candy this year. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Okay, let's besides the obvious of Barbie, which will be a big hit. Does anybody think that any of these Marvel's characters, Brie Larson or Ms. Marvel or Monica Rambeau, whatever, people that nobody knows because nobody watched the shows. WandaVision is like 2.5 years ago now. Nobody remembers that crap. And then you got Ms. Marvel that came out last year. Nobody watched that crap. And now we got this. Disney used to own Halloween for like 10 years.
There will be more Wonder Women than there will be Miss Marvels.
Go ahead. Take it away, y'all.
I'll let John go first.
Well, so I have a 3-year-old daughter. She's not going to be wearing any like Disney stuff. She's going to be going as like a fairy that she got as a gift for her 3rd birthday. So, but as far as like what other kids are wearing, I don't know. I haven't like done a lot of. I haven't asked around a lot. When I did ask, they were like, I don't know what I'm going to be yet. They hadn't decided. I would probably guess like I saw someone saying in the chat here like Princess Peach might be really big.
Oh, yeah, I had not thought of that. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A lot of the Mario characters were pretty big. I could even see people maybe doing Toad or something like that too. Obviously Toad's a guy, but I could see girls dressing up as Toad. Just I don't know because he looks cool. I don't know. Another thing maybe is just I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Just kind of like I don't know generic costumes that aren't really like branded or IP reliant or anything like that. That aren't kind of connected to a movie or television show. I could see maybe some like Coco Melon stuff. We see that's really huge. I don't know if there's any like Bluey stuff. I know Lorraine is all
there's
about
gonna be Bluey. There's gonna be a ton of Bluey.
There's Bluey.
There'll probably be a ton of Bluey stuff. That's kind of the things that I would probably wager to guess would be up there as far as costumes for girls. I don't know. Maybe Paw Patrol stuff too. I don't know.
Paw Patrol, yep.
That's another one. That's another one, especially Sky from Paw Patrol because she's pink. You know, she's pink. Let's just say, as a mom to a much older girl now, but who has bought a crap ton of Halloween costumes and handed out candy to kids for Halloween. One, Princess Peach is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Bluey and Bingo, those are going to be big. What else is going to be big? Your traditional Disney princesses are going to be big. When I say traditional, I mean your traditional Snow White, your traditional Ariel, your traditional Belle. Those always sell. So they'll have those up there. I'm trying to think of who else.
Princess
Definitely
Leia, maybe
Princess Leia, probably. That's
from
a
New
good
Hope with the
old
buns.
school. Yeah, the old school ones like Princess Leia, old school Star Wars. It's not Halloween unless you got like Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, and at least a cadre of Darth Vaders going on. Harry Potter. Target had a big, huge section of nothing but Harry Potter costumes.
And Hogwarts Legacy, I bet, reinvigorated that this year.
Yes.
And absolutely. I'm still trying to get my wife into a slave Leia costume for Halloween.
She needs to do that. She needs to do that for you. But to kind of answer Valiant's question about Captain Marvel, the year that I want to say probably the year after Black Panther came out, all these kids, I saw all these boys dressed as Black Panther. I saw one girl dressed as Captain Marvel, and she looked pissed off that she had that because you had all the fairies, princesses, magical girls from like anime and all of that. They had on the cute, pretty costumes.
My angry feminist mother made me put this on.
Wonder Woman, of course, kicking ass. You had Black Widow, but that one Captain Marvel, like, I hate you all. I hate my mom.
Well, you know,
guys,
it's funny.
I've cheated, and I've actually looked this up. Go ahead, Valiant.
I was going to say, speaking of Lorena, we actually found the one woman who wore a Captain Marvel outfit last year for Halloween. She's here with us tonight backstage. She's going to shoot me for saying that.
Oh, no.
Michelle from Forest Alliance has gone to
I thought this was a place where we presented facts. Yeah, no.
You can just say you're in the original Miss Marvel outfit.
The perfect time for me to crack these jokes. So it's like
the black leotard with the lightning bolt down it and the yellow sash.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. If I was going as a female superhero, it's definitely Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I think it does too, and that's why I want to get to this, and that's a great conversation.
The cross-generational thing is huge. I think that's something that, like, I was talking about that earlier, and I think that's massive. That's exactly what Star Wars used to have, and they've abandoned.
True.
Right. As we go into this, let me call out because the question was out there. I've looked this up, and I do have some idea of what the top costumes are for Halloween. I'll call these out very quickly. Super Mario Brothers movie costumes available almost everywhere. Bluey specifically available at Walmart. Barbie pink powered jumpsuit available at Spirit Halloween superstores. Harry Potter Witches and Wizards. We've got hang on. We've got.
We're pretty on point. We had all those.
Adult Winifred Sanderson costume. We've got Wednesday Addams Taylor Swift inspired cheerleader Shake It Off.
There you go.
We've got rollerblading Ken, for some reason, single condiment food costume at Amazon and at Spirit Halloween store. Megan, Spirit Halloween Barbie, the movie adult cowboy costume.
Megan, that's one I didn't think about, and I just got that on 4K.
Forgot about that.
Baby Shark, Wizard of Oz, and I think that's about it. So those are your big ones for this year.
Wizard of Oz, that's huge.
And that's just it. Look,
I don't know why Wizard of Oz is up there, but it's
probably because parents passing down their love for that film,
I suppose.
Sure.
Wakanda Forever came out after Halloween last year. That's not on the list. The Marvels, here we are. That's not on this list.
Where's female Thor?
Yeah, where's female Thor? Where's all of these girl boss characters that Disney is looking for? And that's
they didn't want to do male Thor because it's just it's a fake nude costume, where he's chained down. That's the emasculation of poor Thor.
Well,
I can't believe they put that in the trailer.
Calm down out there.
The problem is that these girl boss characters, like we said, are appealing to a very, very shrinking audience. Yeah. And that audience, these are not pro, as our friend out there, Deep Toy, has referred before, as that level 2, level 3 fan interest. They're going to rah the characters on Twitter and TikTok because that's what's socially popular, but they're not really going to see the movies.
Get ready, because
media. They're not buying the toys. They're not buying the costumes. They're not purchasing the merchandise out there. And this is the death of these Disney franchises, as it is.
It's worse. It's worse than what this shows. And let's get to it. And then I'm gonna pull up some stats for you that I've ran in the background. And this is not good. This is really, really, really not good.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.